Morning students, this is Arnavis. We are continuing our carbon and its compounds chemistry part from 10th physics. Okay students, we already revised in carbon its compounds about the carbon in the periodic table is placed at second period and fourth group, that's why it is the non-metal. And also we discussed due to its tetravalency it is placed in 14th group. Due to its tetravalency it will form 4 covalent bonds and also it will form number of bonds, single bond, double bond and triple bond it will form with the elements. And also this carbon undergo the hybridization. When carbon, how many types of hybridization it will undergo? It will undergo 3 types of hybridization. sp3, sp2, sp hybridization. Who introduced hybridization? Linus Pauling introduced the explained hybridization. What is the hybridization? Mixing of orbitals. So, coming to sp3 hybridization, what is the example? Methane is the example. Its bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. Methane molecule formed by sp3 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. Example, ethene. Bond angle 120 degrees and the structure is tetrahedral. Coming to sp hybridization, the example is ethine. Bond angle is 180 degrees. Okay, the structure is linear. This is about the hybridization of the carbon, and also we discussed allotropic form of carbon. Allotropic means in the nature occurring in 2 or more forms. Physical state is different but same chemical properties. Thus we call it as the allotropic form of carbon. This allotropic form of carbon is 2 types, amorphous and amorphous coal charcoal. Coming to the crystalline, diamond, graphite, Buckminster Fullerenes and nanotubes. So these are the allotropic forms of carbon. Now one more property we are going to discussing, that is the catenation. So coming to the catenation means if the elements, please listen carefully here, the elements form into the molecule making a long chain with its own atoms. The element forming into the molecule making a long chain with its own atoms, that property is called as the catenation. This is the ability of carbon. Of course there is this ability for phosphorus and sulfur, but they will make the long chain but not this much of carbon. So carbon make a long chain with its own atoms. By that purpose only those carbon compounds used in our fabrics, and it is used in the petrochemicals, and it is used in the fertilizers. Okay student. So this is one more property of the carbon. Carbon possesses the property of catenation. Catenation means the element forming into the molecule. Molecule means combining of elements. By that it will form into a long chain with its own atoms. That property we call it as the catenation. Okay. So already we discussed it from number of millions, trillions of compounds, and it will form single bond, double bond, triple bond. And now I explained you about the carbon forms the catenation. So students, you know the NA consisting of more than one speciality. That nature we call it as versatile nature. In cricket we will say it. If a player he will bowl, he will bowls, he will do well bowling and he will do best fielding, better in the batting, then we call him as the all-rounder. Same thing here also, the carbon forms the more compounds, form number of bonds, and it possesses the property of catenation. That's why carbon we call it as the versatile nature. Are you clear? Versatile means consisting of more specialties, more than one specialty, we call it as the versatile nature. So more compounds it will form, millions, trillions of compounds it will form, and it will form number of bonds, single bond, double bond, triple bond, and it possesses the property of catenation. Okay students, so today I discussed 2 1-mark questions about the catenation and about the versatile nature of the carbon. Now come to our lesson part, carbon compounds. Carbon already up to now we discussed about the carbon. Now we are discussing about its compounds. Before going to its compounds, the scientist Berzelius stated that the matter what is in the living things, he considered it as the organic, and the matter which is in non-living, he stated that it is inorganic. Are you clear? The matter in living things is the organic, the matter in non-living things is inorganic. and he stated a theory, that theory, vital theory. That theory we call it as the vital theory. According to Berzelius' vital theory, what he stated means the matter of organic in living things is made from the inorganic matter by a mysterious force. That force is the vital force. Are you clearing? The matter prepared by inorganic to make it into organic, which is in the living beings. Living beings consisting of organic matter that is made by the inorganic by a force. That force is the mysterious. So that is believed so many years, that force, vital force, it is stated Berzelius in vital theory. But Wöhler, he proved that theory is wrong, and he accidentally in the laboratory, the scientist Wöhler prepared synthesized inorganic matter in the laboratory, and he prepared organic matter. From inorganic, he prepared organic synthesized in the laboratory. Now there is a viral news is rising. We are facing now corona. Yes or no? So what is the viral news? Is a fake news. It's coming out. The sign of it is the biovirus. This is synthesized in the laboratory of China. Yes or no? This I am not sure about it. There is no proof also. This is a viral. So same thing here. Wöhler prepared organic matter in the laboratory with inorganic matter. What that inorganic matter means? He taken a chemical ammonium cyanide. He taken the chemical ammonium cyanide. From ammonium cyanide, it is the complete inorganic. It is a chemical. He synthesized. How means he heated this ammonium cyanide in the laboratory. By that we got the organic matter completely. That is the urea. See ma, here ammonium cyanide and urea. Same formula, but the property is different. It is inorganic. It is organic. I will again explain it in the one more property of isomerism of carbon. Are you getting? See here, the same molecular formula. How many nitrogens? 1, 2. Here, how many nitrogens? 1, 2. How many carbons? 1. 1. How many oxygen? 1. 1. How many hydrogens? 4 hydrogens. How many hydrogens? 1, 2, 3, 4. So same chemical formula, but structure, by heating he changed its structure. When the structure is changed, inorganic became into the organic. So he stated that vital theory is wrong. We will synthesize organic matter. We synthesize when prepare organic matter from inorganic. Berzelius stated that we will convert inorganic into organic. There is some force, mysterious force. That force is the vital force. That is about the organic and inorganic. Okay students, now we are entering into our chapter carbon and its compounds. Carbon's compounds. Okay students, now coming to the carbon compounds. First we are in very important. Now I discussed about the organic. No? So the carbon, the compound means here carbon compound. Compound means combining of 2 or more different elements. One is already carbon. Another one is today we are discussing, that is the hydrogen. Then carbon and only hydrogen. The compound which consisting of only carbon and hydrogen, that's compounds we call it as the hydrocarbon. See here, this is the compound, 2 different elements, carbon and hydrogen. This is the compound, carbon and hydrogen. So it consisting of only carbon and hydrogen, those compounds we call it as hydrocarbons. So these hydrocarbons, which the matter is consisting of carbon along with hydrogen, that is considered as the organic. Without hydrogen, the carbon will not consider as the organic. Okay. Now this, according to arranging of these compounds, it is formed into the long chains. It will form into the branches. It form into the cyclic. Forming of the compounds, according to the structure. These hydrocarbons classified into 2 types. Linear, if the structure is linear, the carbon will form like this linear, and it will form branches. Then we call it as hydrocarbons, we call it as linear hydrocarbons, or we call it as aliphatic hydrocarbons, or we call it as acyclic hydrocarbons. Are you clear, students? The structure of the carbon and hydrogen, that compound is hydrocarbon and it is arranging in the linear and in the branches. That hydrocarbons we call it as the linear or aliphatic or acyclic hydrocarbons. If the structure is cyclic, the structure is like this cyclic, those hydrocarbons we call it as the cyclic hydrocarbons or we call it as the aromatic hydrocarbons. So according to the structure, hydrocarbons is cyclic, acyclic, aliphatic and aromatic. Okay, students. And also students, carbon and hydrogen, those are called hydrocarbons. You know that what is the valency of carbon? Carbon valency is 4. Here see, this compound is formed by carbon and 2 hydrogens. These 2 hydrogens satisfying carbon valency. Please listen here clearly. Carbon valency is 4. It needs 4 electrons. So hydrogen valency is 1. So to satisfy carbon valency, it needs how many hydrogens? It needs 4 hydrogens. But here it is only 2 hydrogens. The hydrocarbon formed by carbon and 2 hydrogens. These 2 hydrogens not satisfied carbon valency. Next here see this compound, carbon and 3 hydrogens. 3 hydrogens will also not satisfy carbon valency. Here see, CH4. These 3 are we call it the hydrocarbons, a compound which consisting of carbon and hydrogen. But here in these 2 carbons, hydrogen not satisfied carbon valency. In here, hydrogen satisfied carbon valency. So according to satisfying of carbon valency, the hydrocarbons classified into 2 types. That is saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, according to satisfying carbon valency, those hydrocarbons were classified into 2 types, saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons, which will satisfy hydrogen atoms, which will satisfy carbon valency. How many hydrogen atoms satisfy? Yeah, 4 hydrogen atoms are satisfy carbon valency. They are called saturated hydrocarbons. And which will not satisfy carbon valency, those hydrocarbons we call it as the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Coming to the saturated hydrocarbons are called as the alkanes. Unsaturated hydrocarbons classified into alkenes, alkynes, alkynes. So coming to the saturated hydrocarbons, they are called as the alkanes. So these alkanes already we discussed in the formation of methane. What is the formula of methane? CH4. 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen atoms. So 4 hydrogen atoms satisfied carbon there. So coming to the methane, how those carbon and hydrogen bonded with the single bonds? Are you recollecting that? Carbon combined with 4 hydrogens forming 4 single bonds. No double bond, no triple bond. So the hydrocarbon which is formed by the single bond, that will come under the alkanes. Example, methane. Okay, next. Coming to the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons, alkenes. Coming to the alkenes, in any hydrocarbon will form at least 1 double bond. Those will come under the alkenes. sp2 heptazine. I give an example in sp2 heptazine, ethene, C2H4. There between 2 carbon atoms there is a double bond. Are you clearing? So any 1 double bond is there, they will come under the alkenes. If you find any triple bond in a hydrocarbon, that will come under the alkynes. In sp heptazine, I have given the example ethyne. What is the chemical formula of ethane? C2H2. Between 2 carbon atoms, please recollect it. Between 2 carbon atoms, there I formed triple bond, means 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds. So it consisting of 2 triple bond consisting of 2 pi bonds. So the hydrocarbon which will form triple bond, they will come under the alkyne. Are you clear? These are unsaturated which will form double bond. Even 1 double bond in the hydrocarbon, we call it as the alkene. Even 1 triple bond, we call it as the alkyne. And coming to the one more unsaturated hydrocarbon, that is alkyne. Alkyne means removing 1 hydrogen from alkanes. Removing 1 hydrogen from alkanes, they will become alkyne group. Okay students, so hydrocarbons are classified to saturated and unsaturated. Alkanes under the saturation, alkene, alkane, alkane will come under the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Now how we will write the formulas for them? How we will write the structure for them? Okay, so I will explain you now. See here, first we have according to the number of carbon atoms, the structure will have classified into two parts, prefix and suffix. According to the number of carbon atoms, it will come the prefix. According to the, if it come under alkane, N will come suffix. It will come under alkene, E will come the suffix. And if it is come under the alkyne, I will come as the suffix. Are you clear? I means I will come the suffix. So the name will divide into prefix and suffix. Prefix means number of carbon atoms. If carbon atom is 1, we will write the prefix as meth. If carbon atom is 1, we will write it as the meth. And what is the suffix? An. So meth plus an comes methane. Are you clear? If carbon atom 1, the prefix is meth. Carbon atom is 2, the prefix is eth. 3, prop. 4, bute. 5, pent. 6, het. 7, hect. 8, oct. 9, non. 10, det. See, if 1, meth. 2, eth. 3, carbon atoms is 3. The root prefix is prop. 4, bute. 5, pent. 6, hex. 7, hect. Oct, October, November, December. Okay, next 11, 1 det, 12, 2 det, like that it will come. So coming to the suffix, coming to the alkanes, meth prefix and ane, methane. Coming to alkene, methene. E will come the suffix. Prefix is here meth. Suffix is ine, methine, methene, methine, methine. Are you clear? How we will write the structures? If the carbon atom is 4, in the structure the number of carbon atoms are 4. So what is the prefix? Bute is the prefix. It will come under the alkene. Means if it is bute, it will come under the alkane, all single bonds. It is binded with hydrogen atoms. Bute means 4 carbon atoms and it will come under alkane, all single bonds and it binded with hydrogen atoms. Are you clear? This carbon valency 4, see 4 hydrogens. This carbon valency 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is surrounded with 4 single bonds. Are you clear? So now count how many carbons here? 1, 2, 3, 4. The alkane, it is name will come butane. Formula see here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. How many hydrogens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 hydrogens. If come to the butene, come under the alkene. Alkene means compulsory one double bond. Then only we will consider it as the alkenes. So when it will come into the alkenes, there is the one double bond. When one come to the one double, anywhere in the structure we find the double bond, we call it as the alkene. So 4 carbon atoms and one double bond is here. If this carbon forming 2 double bonds, see carbon, these 2 carbon between 2 double bonds there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This carbon satisfied. This carbon see 1, 2, 3, 4. It is also satisfied. This carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 bonds. Now count the number of carbons. 4. How many hydrogens count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If double bond is there, it will become C4H8 and if the name is butene. 4 carbon, that's why prefix is bute. If double bond is there, it will come under the alkene group. So the suffix became ene and the structure are you clear? If the double bond here, so hydrogen atoms are 8. Here hydrogen atoms 10. Here hydrogen atoms 8. Okay. Now it will come into the alkyne group. Alkyne group is already explained to students. If any one triple bond you will find it, it will come under the alkyne group. triple bond. So these two hydrogens I removed here. See, carbon, this carbon, 4 bonded with 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carbon bonded with 4, it is satisfied. This carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is also satisfied. Coming to this carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now say how many carbons? 4 carbons. How many hydrogens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you clear? So it will come under butane. The chemical formula is C4H6. Are you clear? When we remove one hydrogen from alkane, it will come under the alkyl group. It is the butane. So what is the butane formula? C4. Hydrogen atoms we have to remove one. So here 10 hydrogen atoms are removed, one hydrogen. 9. This is the formulas for butane, butene, butane, butane. So every time finding it is very difficult. That's why there is some general formulas are there for alkane, alkene, alkane, alkane. Okay. Okay students. So we discussed how we write the formula and structure. There is some formulas for there to write the alkane, alkene, alkyne and alkane. The general formulas for alkane is CnH2n plus 2. Cn, if you give the number of carbon atoms for n, then how many hydrogen atoms means you have to substitute here. See, for example, n is equal to 3. When you substitute 3 here, 3 to 6, 6 plus 2, 8. C3H8 is the formula for propane. C3 prefix is prop. H, how many hydrogen atoms? H8. So propane is the form. We have to write propane. The formula propane is C3H8. Next alkene. Cn, general formula is CnH2n. Alkyne, CnH2n minus 2. Alkyne, CnH2n plus 1. N indicates number of carbon atoms. If the number of carbon atoms in the structure we have to substitute here, then we will get the number of hydrogen atoms. I will say here, see, we will write the structure of pentane. You only say the formula here. See, pentane, pen is the prefix. Pent is the prefix, means pent means how many carbons? 5 carbons. So I am substituting here C5. Now N value is 5. Thus 5 value where we have to substitute here. So how many hydrogen atoms? 2 5 10, 10 plus 2 12, H12. C5H12 is the formula for pentane. Coming to the pentene. Pent, here also prefix pent. So how many carbon atoms? 5. So substitute here 5. 2 5s 10. So C5H10 is the formula for pentene. Pentyne, pent, 5. Substitute 5 here. 10 minus 2, 5 2s 10, 10 minus 2. C5H8. Are you clearing? Substituting here 5. 2 5s 10, 10 minus 2, 8. C5H8 is the formula for pentyne. Pentyne. C5. 2 5s 10, 10 plus 1 11. C5H11 is the formula for pentyne. Like this we have, according to these general formulas, we have to write the formulas. Again, octene, octane, octane, octane. Octane, see here, oct means, the prefix oct means how many carbon atoms? 8 carbon atoms. So, I will write here for octane, C8. How many hydrogen atoms? Substitute here 8. 16 plus 2, 8. C8H18 is the formula for octane. Okay. Next, octene. C8H16. 2N only the general formula. 2 into 8. C8H16 minus 2, 14. Here C8H 2N plus 1, 16 plus 1, 17. So, like this we have to write the, according to the carbon atoms, we have to write the formulas. So, these are the alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, alkyls. Coming to the series of alkanes, methane, according to the number 1, 2, 3, I am saying methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, hectane, octane, nonane, decane, up to 10. Coming to the alkenes, methene, ethene, propene, butene, pentene. Okay. Coming to the alkyne, methine, ethyne, propyne, butane, pentine, alkyl, methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, pentyl. Okay. So these are the series of hydrocarbons. A will come, it will come under the alkanes, E will come under the alkanes. So these are the hydrocarbon series. And one more thing, students, here you have to remember, methane is the, where the carbon is one, methane is the first alkane in the alkane group, methane is the first hydrocarbon. Coming to the alkene, methene. Methene means only one carbon. Okay, but coming to the hydrogen atoms, meth means compulsory it have to form the double bond. See, meth means only one carbon and it have to form double bond. Only one carbon and hydrogen and they have to form double bond. Hydrogen has only one valency. Hydrogen will not form double bond. If more than one carbon, then only double bond is possible. So methane molecule is not there. Okay, only methane is there. Coming to the methane, carbon, only one carbon. If we have to form triple bond with hydrogen, hydrogen will not form triple bond. So methyl compound is also, methane compound is also not there. Are you clearing? Methyl is also not there. This series will start from ethene. This series will start from ethyne. This series will start from ethyne. Here methyl is there, sorry. It is no only single bond, we are removing one hydrogen from alkane. So methyl alkyl group starts from methyl onwards. Okay, so when we write the series, alkane series means methane, ethane, propane, butane. In that series, the difference between two successive hydrocarbons is CH2. The difference is, okay students, here see this is the alkane series, this is the alkene-alkyne series. In this series, the difference between two successive hydrocarbons, see here I have taken ethene and propene. Ethene and propane. The difference see here C3 minus C2, C. And the difference is H6 minus H4. From 6 hydrogen carbons remove to 4 hydrogens. How many will get? 2. So CH2. Two successive hydrocarbons divided by CH2. Here also these two are the difference between these two hydrocarbons in a series. The difference between two successive hydrocarbons is CH2. That we call it as the homologous series. That series we call it as the each hydrocarbon divided by CH2. Like that we arrange the hydrocarbons. That series we call it as the homologous series. So this is the alkanes homologous series. It will come alkene homologous series. This is the alkyne homologous series. Okay students. So we discussed today about the compound. Very important compound of carbon is hydrocarbon. The carbon with hydrogen we call it as the hydrocarbons. They are saturated, unsaturated. Alkanes come under the saturated hydrocarbons. Alkene, alkyne will come the unsaturated hydrocarbons. And we discussed general formulas. And also, please remember it. How we have to write its formula according to its general formula. Okay. Okay students, I already informed you carbon has a versatile nature, means more than specialty. In that specialty we are going to discussing one more property is the isomerism. Coming to the isomerism, what is it? The isomerism means consisting of same formula but different structure. The hydrocarbon consisting of same formula, different structure. In already I stated that ammonia cyanide formula and urea formula. Same formula but the structure is different. So that property we call it as the isomerism. I will explain it with the example. See here. This is the C4. Means how many carbons? 4 carbons. What is the root name? But. What is the prefix? But. How many hydrogens? 10. So it is the butane. So 4 carbons. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. Bonded with how many hydrogens? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So single bonds, it is the butane, ane, alkane, all single bonds. That's why it is the ane. So butane. So coming this butane, we written very normally. This structure is normal structure. That's why this structure we call it as N-butane. This structure we call it as the N-butane, means normal butane structure. Now coming to the isomerism. See here. See here, first carbon, second carbon, third, fourth. The fourth carbon with bond 4 hydrogens. I am completely removing this part from this structure. From this N-butane structure, this part I removed and this part I placed here. See, 3 hydrogens. Completely removed here and I placed where? See, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. At second carbon I placed it. I made it a branch. See how many carbons? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many hydrogens? 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same carbons, same hydrogens. But here this CH3 I kept here and made it the branch. Now what the formula? See here. How many carbons? 1, 2, 3. So where the branch? The branch is at second carbon. So 2. The branch is, this CH3 is the methyl. So 2 methyl. In the linear how many carbons? 1, 2, 3. So the prefix will change. 3 carbons means prop. Okay. And all single bonds A. Are you clear? 2 methyl propane. This structure name is same carbon, same hydrogens. But the structure, after changing the structure, the name is also changed. That is the 2 methyl propane. Are you clear? It is the N-butane. It is the 2 methyl propane, or we call it as the isobutane. This is the isomerism. Same chemical formula, different structures. That property is called as the isomerism. And one more small example I will give you. Ethane. Ethane means how many carbons? Ethane, 2. Yeah, 2 carbons. Yes or no? So, how many hydrogens? N means 2. General formula 2n plus 2. How many? 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ethane. But for this, from methane, ethane, propane onwards, the isomerism will not possible. Isomerism is possible for more than, if the carbon atoms is 4 or more than 4, then only the isomerism it is possible to change the structure. If the carbon atoms get 1, 2, 3, the isomerism is not possible. Are you clear? So this is one of very important example for you, and example very important point for your exam point of view, which will go under isomerism is methanes, if the carbon atoms is 1, 2, 3, they will not undergo isomerism. If the carbon atoms is 4 or more than 4, they will only come under the isomerism. What is the isomerism? Same chemical formula but different in the structure, that is called as the isomerism. Okay students, thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.
Every child is a winner. చదువులో, తెలివితేటల్లో, ఆలోచన విధానంలో, నాయకత్వ లక్షణాల్లో వారు ఏ రంగంలో ముందున్నారో గుర్తించి విజేతలుగా నిలపడమే ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీస్ ప్రత్యేకత. ఐఐటి ఎంట్రన్స్ కు సంబంధించి జేఈఈ మెయిన్స్ లో సంచలన విజయాలు సాధించిన ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీస్ విద్యార్థులు సిహెచ్ మోహన్ కిషోర్ 99.6 తో ఉభయ గోదావరి జిల్లాలో తిరుమల కాలేజ్ టాపర్, డి దినేష్ 99.3 తో పాలకొల్లు టాపర్, టి దివ్య శ్రీలక్ష్మి 97.1, ఎన్ అనుష 96.4, ఏ ఆదిత్య 95.5. ఐఐటి టాపర్స్ తో పాటు ఏ కేటగిరీలో రంగరాయ మెడికల్ కాలేజ్ లో సీటు సాధించిన మా విద్యార్థిని ఏ కార్తీక. అంతేకాకుండా మరో 10 మెడికల్ సీట్లతో పాటు 8 మందిని చార్టెడ్ అకౌంటెంట్స్ గా తీర్చిదిద్దింది ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీస్. పాలకొల్లు పట్టణంలో ఉన్నత విద్యతో పాటు భవిష్యత్తులో బాగా సెటిల్ అవుతున్న వారిలో అత్యధికులు ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీస్ విద్యార్థులే. మీరే గమనించండి, సరైన నిర్ణయం తీసుకోండి. అడ్మిషన్ల కొరకు సంప్రదించండి మాంటిసోరీస్ విద్యా సంస్థలు ఉల్లంపర్రు. ఫోన్ 222206. బ్రాంచెస్ రామారావుపేట. ఫోన్ 224200. కొడిగట్టు. ఫోన్ 228800.